Logan, what jumps out at you when you watch the Miami Dolphins offense? And are you expecting Tua to play or Ryan Fitzpatrick?
We're preparing for both. Obviously, I think they came out and said they're not going to make a decision until Sunday, so we're going to prepare for both. The offense doesn't change a whole lot, regardless of who's at quarterback, but they're tough and physical up front. You got good running backs, good tight end. So it's going to be a good challenge for us, but we're looking forward to it.
Logan, how much faster are you playing now? Now that you've got 11 games under your belt, as opposed to when you didn't have any under your belt in the National Football League. How much quicker is the recognition and playing faster?
It's definitely getting better. Just as I get more and more comfortable with the system that we're in and more reps, I think that you can't replace like in-person reps, having to do this stuff over Zoom that we had for our off season. I don't think that anything can replace having in-person live reps in practice or in games. And I think that the more I've continued to get more reps, the faster I've been playing.
What
How
have
much
you
do
noticed
people?
about? Go ahead.
I was going to say, how often did people tell you, warn you about the rookie wall, and where are you right now physically? Do you feel you starting to feel the effects of a longer season?
People have talked to me about the rookie wall. I wasn't exactly sure, what it was. You just kind of hear about it, but I think that's also from a mentality standpoint. You can't let yourself fall into that rookie wall, and you just got to stay like continuing the course. That starts with your attitude. You can't have a bad attitude about everything. As much as things haven't gone our way this season, you have to continually stay positive, and that's what my focus is kind of right now as we move forward, so I don't hit that rookie wall.
Look, when you look at the Dolphins, Ryan Fitzpatrick was their leading rusher last year, and they ran for only 3.3 yards a carry, worst in the league. This year, they're running it for 3.6, which is worse in the league. Why are they having trouble running the football when you watch them on tape? They seem to have talent. What are they missing in being able to run the football?
I think that they think that their identity might be in throwing the ball more. I think that they believe in their quarterbacks. Obviously, they've drafted Tua for a reason as high as they did, and Fitzpatrick has been in the league for I think 16 years or something like that, and so he's been around for a long time, and he's a very smart quarterback that can diagnose defenses and put the ball where it needs to be.
So what's the difference between the NFL passing game and the college passing game from a coverage standpoint?
I would say there's maybe a little bit more variation in routes, and there's probably more concepts. There's routes that beat certain coverages. You might not see them as often as you do in college. There's just a bigger variety because this is everyone's job now, and so there's more time to think and put in installs and stuff like that. So I think that's kind of the biggest thing between the NFL and college in terms of the passing game.
Logan, what are one or two things that you're hoping to improve on over the next 5 weeks?
Just continuing my improvement mentally within the playbook. Staying up to date on that kind of stuff. Obviously things will change, each week, but just staying on top of that stuff and ensuring I have the confidence to do that. And then just, continuing to go out and make plays for my teammates when that time happens. It's not like every play is going to be my play to make, but I just want to do my job to the best of my ability so that we can put our team in position to be successful.
Logan, did you have a wow moment at any point during the first 11 games as a rookie? Everybody's like, oh man, that dude can hit, or geez, that dude's fast. I mean, was there anybody or anything that was like, ooh, that's an eye opener, that's a wow deal?
Like a specific moment, or like,
yeah, if not just, I guess in general, if you don't have any specific moment.
I mean, I would say it's just kind of maybe playing against guys that you've only seen on TV, growing up. Like Derrick Henry, for example, he's a huge running back. Obviously, he's one of the best in the league, but actually playing against him for the first time was kind of a wow moment. Going to the Steelers stadium, things like that. I could name off a bunch of players that we've played against. I think it's just the fact that, those guys you kind of looked up to or watched play on Sundays and seen highlights of, now you're on the same field with them, competing against them.
Logan, are you guys, or maybe even you specifically, you're going from temperatures right now in the 30s down to Miami where it's going to be 70s. Do you worry about hydration or anything of that nature? Or is it something you just factor in automatically?
I think it's something you just factor in automatically, but it is something you have to make sure that you're kind of on top of, because like you said, we're here and it's 37 degrees here. So going to be warmer weather where your body's not necessarily used to it. You got to make sure you're still staying hydrated because obviously hydration is important. You don't want to have any cramps on the field.
Thank you.
See, what's it like blocking for Brandon Wilson on a kick return?
It's a lot of fun. You never know when he's going to pop one. You just got to do your job, each and every play, because you never know when he's going to pop one. Like I said, and he can make anyone miss and something happen out of nothing. So it's really, really cool to be able to block for a guy of that talent.
Did you feel him go past you Sunday?
He bumped into me and I didn't realize who it was until I saw him with the ball and he was taking off. So it was pretty exciting to see that.
There's a big battle of special teams. Dolphins special teams are number one in a couple of categories, number two in another. You guys are top 10 in 3 different categories as well. So the kicking game matchup is going to be really big. You're a part of that. How big is that matchup?
I mean, it's just as big as every other facet of the game, just like offense and defense. Special teams can change field position, which in turn results in, how the offense and defense calls plays and things like that. So special teams is big. And so we're going to, do everything we can to play well on special teams because, like you said, they have a very good special teams unit themselves. So it'll be a good matchup for us.
2 more minutes with Logan.
Logan, you've been exposed to a couple of experienced coaches. Darren Simmons been around a long time as a special teams coach. Al Golden's been a head coach, been a position coach, been a coordinator. I mean, how lucky do you feel to be exposed to coaches of that caliber your rookie year?
It's very nice. Like having that experience, I think helps them obviously be a better coach, from when they first started. They've learned things that work and things that don't work. And so, they're very smart coaches and they put us in position to be successful. And I think that that's a huge thing because if you're not put in position to be successful, it kind of it messes with your confidence and things like that. So I think that that's what that experience does. And being able to learn underneath them, Darren obviously is a very smart coach, special teams coach, and does a lot of good things for us on special teams. And Al helps us with a lot of defensive stuff. So.